Hey you guys, it's Jasmine Rashay, and I'm back with another video. This video is actually going to be titled My Perfect Insecurities. If you've been on YouTube, you probably know about the little tag that's been going on. It's called My Perfect Imperfection. I wanted to remix it a little bit because I don't really believe in imperfections. I honestly believe that God made us all in His image. So to call something an imperfection when God made me in His image doesn't kind of sit right with me. So I wanted to call my insecurities because I believe that some of us, like sometimes we have insecurities. So that made more sense to me. I actually really don't have that much insecurities anymore, but I just wanted to talk about some insecurities that I used to have. And I also wanted to talk about three things that I basically love about myself. I'm gonna actually start with the insecurities that I used to have. First, a big insecurity that I used to have was about my weight. Like I always had like some fluctuating weight. Like one minute I would be really, really big, and then one minute I wouldn't be that big. I would be like maybe 175. But I used to always be in this big mindset, I guess, that I thought that I was still big, even when I wasn't big. It's weird. But I had like this fluctuating weight, and it used to always like, I don't know, it used to make me insecure. Like I used to always like, I remember like times where I lied to people. I used to tell people that I weighed like a certain weight, and I really didn't. Like I actually weighed probably 40 pounds bigger than that. Like at my biggest weight, I was like 211 pounds. And I remember telling somebody that I was 175, and honestly, I don't understand how they believe that because now that I know what 211 looks like and I know what 175 looks like, it's like, how could you even believe that? But maybe they just was going along with what I was saying. I don't know. But that was a really big insecurity of mine. I never was really comfortable with my weight until I went off to college and I started playing soccer at my school and I lost like 50 pounds. So I basically slimmed down and I actually been the same weight since then. But that used to be something I was very, very, very insecure about. And another thing that I used to be very insecure about was my nose. Like I know that I'm black and black people tend to have big noses, but I used to have like I still have I be having like bumps on my nose, like not huge bumps. Like I really don't even get bumps on my nose anymore, but it's just bumps from when I went through puberty, and it's not something that you can really notice unless you're really, really in my face all the time. But I used to be very insecure about that, so much so that I used to like try to cover my nose and stuff just to try to hide that, like, or try to wear like back in the day when I didn't even wear makeup. I used to just try to get my mom's makeup to just cover my nose and stuff. And something I also used to be insecure about is my teeth. Like my teeth isn't bad. Like, I used to have braces, so it's pretty straight. But like I have like one tooth that's kind of crooked at the bottom, so I used to always try to talk like covering my mouth, like covering my bottom teeth, so people wouldn't be able to tell. Like it was just something I was very. Like, I think it was like basically dumb stuff that I was insecure about, but I kind of let it like ruin me. Like I kind of let it ruin my life for a while. And another thing that I was insecure about was like I never really thought that I was a pretty female, like a really, really pretty female until probably recently. Like I was never that girl like in high school that the dudes wanted to all talk to. You know, there's that female that every guy likes her. He thinks that she's so pretty. And I was never that female. Like honestly, I never really became that quote unquote female until I got to college. When I went to college, I lost a lot of weight. So the second year that I went back, I was like skinny and I had like a short hairstyle, and I guess I was pretty to people. So a lot of guys were trying to talk to me. But that was the first time that I ever really felt like that. I felt like that pretty female. So I was always insecure about my looks. I always try to do things to enhance my looks. Like I used to wear contacts all the time, all the time. I recently just stopped wearing contacts probably like in April. But I used to wear contacts. I used to have a tongue ring. I just used to try to do things or dress like different, like really cute to try to like enhance myself to make myself look better. And I don't know, it's just I don't know. I honestly believe that me just being saved kind of changed a lot of that. Like, I just got excited to get comfortable in my own skin. Like, I did have somebody actually telling me, like, well, those contacts you kind of need to go and you should get rid of that tongue ring because it's not a good image for you if you're trying to be saved. And I definitely appreciate that. I mean, I guess that's what I needed to hear. But I also believe that God had a big input on me just changing the things that I did and how I looked or the things I thought were important to me, like my contacts or my tongue ring, and just making me comfortable in my own skin because he made me. So making me, I know he made me in his image, and being that he made me made me in his image, that I'm beautiful, regardless of what anybody else thinks. So I'm honestly very comfortable. I'm at the stage where I'm just comfortable. I think that I'm bad. Like I think I'm a bad female because I just don't really have any insecurities, and I think that I'm a bad female. Even if I don't have all this weaving, I think I'm bad. Even though I don't have my contacts, even though I don't have my tongue ring, like I just still think that I'm pretty because I'm just comfortable in my own skin now. I really thank God for that because I never really felt like that before. I never really felt like that pretty female before, but now I am. I don't need anybody to tell me that for me to feel like that. And I just thank God for that. I thank God that I have like self-esteem now, that I don't feel like I'm just anything anymore. And I really thank God for that. But 3 things I love about myself. Number 1, I love my smile. I don't know why, but it's so freaking big. It is so huge. Like, because I have really big cheeks. I guess it's from when I was big, but I have these really, really huge cheeks that make me still look really young. And I just have this huge smile, and I love it about myself because it's really genuine. It's not fake. It's not like I'm faking a smile to basically look anyway. Like it's something that comes very naturally, and I just love it about myself basically. Also, I basically love I don't know, I just basically love my heart. I love what kind of person I am. Like I'm a very compassionate person. I feel like I'm a very kind person. And it wasn't something that you could always see because I feel like when I wasn't saved, I was a very angry person. I was a very mean person. And the only people who really knew that I had a kind heart and I was compassionate and all that kind of stuff, and I was very caring and giving and all that kind of stuff, was my family and people that I was very, very close to. So I feel like it's a lot easier to see now because I don't have all that anger. I don't feel like I have all that just meanness in me anymore. I really feel like I'm a very nice person, honestly. And I thank God for that. I thank God for just blessing me with a kind spirit, like a compassionate spirit, to be able to just care about other people's and all people and always wanting to be giving. And, I really honestly feel like I am so blessed. Like I have never, not to boost or anything, but I have never really wanted for anything. I always had parents who provided for me. I always had a job. Always had stuff that maybe everybody else didn't have. And for the simple fact that God has always blessed me with that, I just always feel like I have to give. I always want to give to somebody else. If I have something that God has blessed me with, then I feel like I should be able to bless you, being that God blessed me. God says when we give to others, when we serve others, we're giving to Him basically. We're basically doing His will and what He wants us to do. So I'm always trying to be able to help somebody else out, especially if they don't have it, and I do. And thirdly, what I love about myself is basically, I don't know, I just love who God is making me to be. Like, I honestly was just watching my video. I don't know if you guys even watch this video. It's called He Died for Me, So Why Not Live for Him? And I made it in October of last year. And it's so funny to me because that's when I had first started trying to be saved. But that's not even my real saved journey because I really don't think I got saved till November 21st. But I made this video in October. I wanted to be saved then, and then I backslid and started doing stuff the same thing I was doing before. But I was just watching that video last night, and I honestly almost started to cry because I didn't know anything. Honestly, I didn't know anything. I was just talking. I was being reckless. I was just we all backslide. Yeah, you should live for God, but I'm a backslide. I was just being so negative. It's just honestly, I almost cried because I'm not that person anymore, and I didn't even know anything. I was just it's a scripture, but I don't know where it's at. Honestly, I was kind of embarrassed to even watch it because I'm wow, I'm not that girl anymore. Honestly, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be so much higher. But I'm so glad I'm not where I used to be. I am so glad that I see such a change in my life. And I know I can't thank anybody but God for that, because it's not me. It's definitely not me. If it was me, then I would still be on the road that I was before. But being that God, I came into my life and God is changing me, I'm actually starting to see a change now. And it's not even just me that sees a change. It's other people that can see the change in me too. And I bless God for that, because it's something that I definitely pray about all the time. Like, God, just change me. God, help me to be more like you. Help me to be in your image. Help me to be compassionate, kind, Lord God, faithful. All those things. I always pray for it. And I thank God that I can finally start to see a change. Like, I just bless God for that. I honestly love the person that I'm becoming. And I don't know. That's basically it. I just thank God for just His mercy, and I just almost started to cry when I say I thank God for His mercy in my life, because I honestly could have been on such a different road, and I am not. Like, the things that the things that I thought were important, not even important anymore. The things that I love to do now is just basically worship God. I love to go to church. I love to be in my word. I love to listen to gospel music. I love to be in any kind of situation that is uplifting God, like in any kind of way, or just even having conversations about God. I love doing stuff like that. But that's the funny thing is, because I never was like that before. I would talk about God, like I always knew about God, but I would never really have like scripture to back it up, because I was never really in my word like that. I'll be like, oh, I believe in God, but I wouldn't really be able to talk in depth as much as I can now. And I just thank God for just giving me the willingness to want to learn more about Him, and to want to seek Him, but even more. Like, and I don't know. I just thank God. Like, I know it's nobody but God who has made me like that, and I just really bless His name, and I thank Him so much for how much He has worked in my life, and just getting rid of my insecurities, and just making me be able to be comfortable in my own skin, because He made me in His image. So why not? You know, why not be happy with the person that He made me to be? So I just bless God, and I thank God, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll make another video later this week. Deuces.